Oh, that was loud. I was like, did I forget to turn on my thingy thing? Disc. Oh, I'm in the disc 2. Oh. Okay, I think I remember where I was. I went to... Hello, Eli.
We're so back.
It has been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The real question, do I remember what I was doing? No. I remember dying
no.
like 4
It's
times
a
to a...
card game. That's all that matters.
There's no card... Well, there is a card game.
The only important part of the game.
I know I'm about halfway through the game.
Even worse part to stop. So many places you could be going, but we've no goddamn clue. By the way, you finally play, what, Shadow of the Earth 3?
I've almost beat it.
Nice.
I'm 2 hours in. I first tried every boss except for like 3. It's kind of silly easy. I do not see why people are complaining.
Mad 'cause bad.
Yeah, basically. Dog!
I have not played it yet personally.
There's
I have other things to do.
There's a boss that's riding on this boar, and he's really annoying. Because he just kind of... He moves really fast and keeps attacking, which kind of, you know, gets in the way of you attacking back. But also, I'm still running Dragon Communion. So I have a new one that causes an explosion around me. I average 4k damage.
I don't know, I just hit the guys. But... Once you look at the mods, you will.
I haven't played any modded Elden Ring yet.
Yeah, cool. We can grab a whole bunch of stuff then. Why the hell not?
Yeah, I did learn... Oh, I need to back up my Elden Ring save. I keep forgetting. I did learn that I was pretty much right about Mikola, so... So that's nice. I think the only bosses I haven't first tried that weren't like 2 of the bosses, or no, it was 3. I have 3 that I really didn't first try. One was effectively DLC Placidusix. One was the Pig Man. And then one was this guy that's been memed about on Twitter because he's like in the first area and he just kicks your ass. So, have you beat Dark Souls 3
Yeah,
with the DLC?
yeah, I've beaten the DLC.
So imagine if Slave Knight Gale was normal human-sized and wore a full set of plate mail armor.
Uh-huh.
And then he shot the perfumer bolts that explode. That's
A bit annoying. Yeah.
well,
Pretty fast.
a lot of the like meta builds for Elden Ring are, oh, you stand still and you do this big uber attack. Well, those don't work in the DLC because everybody can move. Or
Because the original game has like a lot of big bosses.
a lot of big stationary bosses. That's the thing. Oh,
They just kind of sit in one place,
yeah.
do their big attack. So you counter with the exact same thing.
Yeah. In this, they like to move and do small attacks.
Yeah, I've always thought that kind of playing just standing still and doing the attack is kind of lame. That's why I always play Dex for the most part.
I usually do strength builds, but I wanted to try out like an incantation build. Or yeah, I wanted to try out spells, and then I saw Dragon Communion and went, Pog!
Dragon? For you? Really?
I run around.
I don't know. That might not be on brand.
So, okay, I run around. I wish I had a cool spear, but I found a great katana that does boosted damage to dragons. And I found dragon form. Good news. Dragon form isn't freaky goat man anymore.
Sometimes you just kind of send it, and then it's over.
Oh, and instead of being like, oh, a breath attack from dragon form, now it just buffs dragon communion incantations, which is probably why I like obliterate things. Though if I get hit once, I perish.
Yep, that's the way. Just don't get hit, dumbass.
That's what I've been doing.
Yep, just don't get hit. In my current build, I've been messing around with like a halberd. Just for now. I'm in like the mid game,
Yeah.
just sort of hanging in Caleb.
There's a Pontiff Sullivan in the DLC.
Hell yeah, that fight was cool.
She's a required boss, and she's basically Pontiff, but she can't clone herself. Which is good because she has wave attacks instead.
Like she spawns hordes of enemies? Or...
No, she swings her sword and does like a slash that covers the
okay.
entire arena.
Yeah, yeah.
There's also
That's fun.
another badass dragon, like I brought up. Have you seen Placidusix?
Yeah, no, I fought him, right?
Yeah, you know how Placidusix has like missing heads and arms and shit like that?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what did it to him?
Is it the dragon in the DLC?
The dragon in the DLC has a bunch of missing limbs. But on top of that, it's got Placidusix heads on it.
Okay.
He's a more difficult fight, but he's cool, and that's all that matters to me. But there's like an NPC that you can do a quest line for who has some of the most metal dialogue I've ever seen in a Souls game. You summon him in the boss room, and he just yells, and he's like, Bile, you will haunt me no more! And he just screams at him the entire time.
Yeah, no, it's like I guess like sort of like the closest thing to that is like Siegward and Siegward.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, except he has direct beef with the boss.
Hell yeah. That's some sort of fun nonsense.
And he directly throws hands. Actually, he uses a great bow that he gives you if you beat the boss.
It's the way.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Well, I can't wait till I get to it. Eventually.
There's a horror game area.
Again, I don't know. Haven't played it.
The reason I say it's a horror game area. So in the area, Torrent refuses to come out because, quote, Torrent is too afraid to be summoned. Okay, that's ominous as a start. Yeah. And then it says, like, you read these signs occasionally, and it's like, don't let it see you. If it sees you, it's over. And you're like, oh no. It's the problem child. Diabolos. I forgot that one of the last things I did was I cheesed Diabolos.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, in Final Fantasy VIII. Ugh. He's supposed to be one of the strongest,
Fights.
he's supposed to be one of the strongest that you can use. Oh. I love the carbuncle in this game.
Yeah.
I hate it in some of the others.
I mean, carbuncle.
The carbuncle ate itself.
Yummy.
Thunderstorm.
I love these old cinematic.
Yeah. The only issue is it's super long.
Yeah, if that was like a setting option to turn on. Way better. But I still think they're really cool.
I sped up the game. I didn't see how much that did. I think Diablos did more, even though he's a lower level. Yeah, Diablos has such a long cutscene. It's cool and all.
I mean, the Final Fantasy games have always sort of been more of a indie game than a...
Oh yeah, Irvine is level 15.
And what is your current, like, expectation for levels?
Squall is level 30.
Oh. That's pretty low then.
Yeah. Oh, I killed it. Item. Whoa, what's this? Irvine has more HP now? Yeah, so you definitely can't tell that the main team has been Selfie, Renoa, and Squall. Because Selfie has almost as much HP as Renoa without anything socketed.
Just weak.
Oh, wait. I don't have any heals for them. Please don't be another T-Rex. God. God. The brothers have a really silly animation.
Mario and Luigi. That's the way it goes.
Well, it's Minotaur and something else. Ah.
Hey, give them a pair of red and green overalls. What's the difference?
She's dead. He's dead. Oh no. Yeah, this is oops. This has rapidly transitioned into a grind stream, I see.
Well, put on that, what, 5X, and let's get going.
Yep, it's 3x.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Alright, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the 3x back and forth. I think I need everyone to be about as strong as Squall. I can't switch members right now. Do you remember why I can't switch members right now?
Not at all.
It's because I
This
left.
feel like a Dora episode.
I switched, so it's like, oh yes, organize your teams, right? And it's like, okay, Selfie has to lead this team, right? So I was like, okay, well, I'll put Irvine with Squall, because Squall is the highest level and Irvine's the lowest level. Logical. And then I'll just Renoa has to go with Squall, so I'll put Renoa with Squall, and I guess the other three go together, right? Well, they get locked in a camp building and die. Well, I'm not sure that they're actually dead. I just know the whole thing blew up.
So you're just missing another party member then?
Half the party is quote-unquote dead. As far as we know in gameplay thus far. Perished. I think they'll probably come back. Like, I think they'll be fine. But, otherwise, I don't think they'd be on the list, right? But, like, the last thing I think Selfie says is, do you think Squall knew this was gonna happen and that's why he sent us here? And then everything explodes. And it's like, excuse me, Selfie. I didn't want to send anyone there. Maybe that's how Selfie and Zell get into Kingdom Hearts. They blow up and just wake up in Kingdom Hearts.
If I knew about Kingdom Hearts, I'd be able to give you an opinion on that.
They're in one of the Kingdom Hearts games. They're in like the starter village. Like half the characters in Kingdom Hearts have been in a Final Fantasy game.
Well, yeah, that's the way it is. It's Disney and Square, right?
I think so, yeah. And the only thing they thought they used from Square was Final Fantasy. Hey, Irvine doesn't need any of that.
Has Square on the Konami route and just started like making all of their franchises into like casino games in Japan? I feel like that's something they do.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
I know Konami with like Resident Evil has some like slot machines.
Yeah, so if you look at the levels of the party, so these two are pretty close in level, and then Selfie's level 29. Quintus is level, or Quistis is level 20, and Zell is level 19, right? And then there's Irvine, because I've used him twice. Do you want to know why I've only used him twice?
Didn't need him or didn't want him?
Well, because when he was brought in before, he was super low level, and I was like, I'm not gonna grind to catch him up with everybody. Boy, that was a mistake on my part. But I was like, I'm not gonna grind a ton to catch him up with everybody, since I've got a full team. And it's like, okay, you have to use him here, and I'm like, okay, well, Squall can make up for the difference, right? And now we're reaching the point where Squall is too low level to make up for the difference, but I'm required to use 2 of my lower level.
Yeah. I thought these games had like a catch-up mechanic for the characters that aren't in your party.
No, that's introduced in like 9. In like 9 or 10.
Yeah. Okay. I can see how it's a problem then.
Did I get 1 EXP for that?
You were lucky.
Yeah, I got 6 for that entire fight. I wanted to see if there's anything worth grabbing here. But if I'm only getting 6 experience from here, it's not really worth me being here. Oh yeah, Renoa got 2 because she did the final blow. Everyone got 1. Oh, there's Squall again. He's poisoned. So, I was reading a new manga I found today, right?
Yeah? What'd you find?
The whole concept is really funny to me. It's a guy that got isekai'd, right? And he lived like he was a good person in his previous life, and he's like, well, that was bullshit. So I'm gonna just be an absolute villain. And his dad in this life is a villain and things like that. And he's going to school, and everybody just looks at him as like a hero of justice. And he's like, I want to be a villain with a harem. And everybody's like, you're a hero. And he's like, no.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's like, no. And every time he does something, he's like, this is my first step to becoming a villain. And everybody else is like, you're such a great person.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of those sort of subversive types more and more. Like, I think after Eminence and Shadow got popular, or like became an anime.
Even though Eminence in the Shadow is like, I'm a good guy, guys, and he's actually just like an immense asshole.
Well, he's just trying to be like a nobody, right? Hide it all.
Yeah.
But he is an asshole, but then they also think he's a good guy, even though no, it's all his delusion is the funny thing, right? It's all just this thing that he thinks is a delusion that he came up with, even though it's just coincidentally all real. That's what's really funny about it.
That he's like an edgelord.
Yeah, no, he just completely made up some bullshit, and he thinks he's dragging them all along in this fantasy garbage, even though it's all entirely real.
Yeah. Didn't he make like a secret organization? Because why not?
Yeah. No, and like it becomes like globally expanded, right? Like they become like in control of the flow of money. Like they own banks. I think they make railways in the anime. I'm not sure about it in the manga. I don't think they did. But like he's telling them like fairy tale stories and stuff like that, and they're bringing it to like the fantasy world.
He's telling them fairy tales. They're like, wow, you did this? And he's like, sure.
Yeah, he gets isekai'd back to his original world, even though he's been reborn in the new world.
I've seen that. And he saves a girl.
He saves a girl who he saved in his previous life, but also the new world has become like a shithole. Like it's got the solo leveling treatment or something. But
yeah,
he brings the girl from the old world back to the new world, where he was reincarnated to, so he's now isekai'd her. See, it's a whole load of bullshit.
The funny thing is, I'm like 90% sure that it was inspired by solo leveling, so when you said it's solo leveling, shit, that's even funnier.
Dude, everything's solo leveling now, everything is solo leveling.
Yeah, well, it's always funny because I'm waiting for someone to say, oh, solo leveling copied this show, and then for someone else to go, actually, this show copied solo leveling just took a long time to finish.
Dude, we're in a post-solo leveling world. It's actually never been so over. Like every manhwa I see now is just it's just dungeon. What if dungeon but in real world? Perhaps I just need to expand my horizon.
There's an interesting one that's kind of like that, but not completely like that, called A Player Hides His Past. And basically what happens is this game that a bunch of people were playing like in full dive VR all of a sudden becomes real. And like monsters start coming to the real world, right? And certain like locations get like supplanted in the real world. And a bunch of the people that were players
no, I know what you're talking about. I totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they get supplanted by their game characters.
Yeah, their game one, and he adopts the character's entire.
Yeah, well, because he wrote a character. Yeah, he wrote a character at his Chuny stage that like had a super deep personality, and that the issue is that the stronger the personality of the character that you played, the more it overwrites your real world personality, and so he's like living there as like the second person in the head. But like the girl that's always depicted as a Pomeranian, the barbarian girl with the 2 knives. Her character's personality trait was swears a lot, and now she can't stop swearing. It's just so funny. I wish it wasn't on a break.
No, that one, I don't know, it kind of fell off after a little bit, but a lot of it was really good.
Well, it started taking too long to update. Like, it's like the Academy's Undercover Professor. It takes too long to update, so every so often I have to completely reread the entire series.
Yeah, I just choose to forget everything.
Yeah.
It's not worth it for that.
The Academy's Undercover Professor is really good, too.
Is that the one where the guy is... He's like... I don't know, he's supplanting another guy, but that guy was also part of like a criminal organization.
Basically, he isekais, and his aunt's like, you have to become, or his grandma was like, you have to become a shaman or the spirits will hate you. And he's like, I'm gonna become a civil worker. Screw you. And then he dies because he becomes a civil worker, and he isekais, and spirits hate him. And so he uses the appearance and like personality of like Arsene Lupin. Yeah. He's like, he was Arsene Lupin. He's also Van Helsing. Yeah. And and he was on a train pretending to be an old man, and then a man that conveniently looked like him, who was pretending to be someone else, was on the train, and he dies.
Yeah, and he copied the guy's like appearance because he thought, oh yeah, this is a guy who was a nobody, so this will be perfectly fine. But then it was a crime, like a member of a crime syndicate.
Yeah, and a teacher.
Looked like a nobody. Yeah.
And he's like, I don't understand how any of this works, but I'll do it again.
When he gets roped into it by, I don't know, the professor? Not professor, like school head.
It's the school head and the criminal organization are both like, you gotta do it, man. And he's like, oh no.
He's between a rock and a hard place.
And then he's slowly ruining things for everybody involved besides him. I'm kind of excited to find out because, are you caught up with the Academy's Undercover Professor?
I think so.
So we found out
it ended with like the
it was season 2. It was season 2 ending, yeah, or season 1 ending, one of the two. But basically, one of the most recent things we found out is that Casey Salmoy, the detective who's been chasing him this entire time, used a thing to go into his memories and found out, oh, I was completely wrong, and the people I've been helping, the government, they're evil. He was trying to save some children from some corrupt people, and I saw him in a room full of corpses and assumed that he killed everybody in there. Which, to be fair, she wasn't completely wrong. Just, he was trying to save the child who was killed by the people in the room. And then we also found out through like a flashback that he also apparently killed the mother of another character, but we don't know exactly what happened because one of the beauties of the Academy's Undercover Professor is that literally no one but the main character is a reliable narrator, and he doesn't narrate, which I think is a beautiful way to write a story. Is everyone's an unreliable narrator except for the one character not narrating the story. Yeah, and so when he releases a piece of information, everybody's like, what?
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 What? Yeah. Because they all actually have their own motivations and their own self-interest.
Yeah, and
they don't say anything ever.
Yeah, we know part of the main character's motivation is to find all of these rocks to either like cure himself of the spirits hate me curse or to go home. We're not quite sure because he's spoken both ways about it. Which I think is a great way to write a story like that, is where you don't know what he actually wants.
Lets you get endeared to the character without actually knowing exactly what's going to happen. Because I feel like too many of these stories just go about like telling everything through narration rather than the character's actual actions. They're really boring because of it.
Well, that's a problem with modern writing, is instead of showing, they tell. I'm trying to remember. I was watching a video on something on why it was such a good rendition or such a good written story, and they're like, yeah, it shows, it doesn't tell. Oh, it was the Incredibles, the first Incredibles. It does a lot of showing and not a lot of telling. And that's a really good way to write a story.
Yeah, you and I can understand characters' expressions rather than just telling me exactly what to think.
Oh, what else was there? There's another thing that I was watching, and it was like, oh yeah, this is poorly written because the character will tell you that this is their goal, but nothing they do ever makes you feel like it's their goal. And so you're like, oh, there's a save thing in here. Neat. I mean, I can save in the wild, but when a character's motivation is easily understood, through their actions instead of their words, it's a lot more of an enjoyable character to watch, because it just kind of, you get the character. What's another one? Please, stop being so fast. I was focusing on what I was doing there, and I forgot to continue talking.
That's what makes you a good streamer.
What's another one? I've been reading... So I've been doing this thing where I pick up a series and I read it to the end, and then I just pick up another one and I read that to the end. Something else that I enjoyed. I enjoyed My School Life Pretending to Be Worthless, which is like the opposite of the show don't tell thing, because he tells us how everything works in his world and stuff like that. And then you find out, oh, yeah, it might not actually work, because the thing is, the main character is a semi-reliable? Yeah, he's semi-reliable. So, like, he can tell you how certain characters' powers work, because that's one of his abilities, is he has, like, the ability to inspect people, right? And so he can tell us how powers work, but, like, even when we can see people's motivations, he can't perfectly see it. Like, there's a character that for the entire, like, first season is just trying to get him to go out with her, and he's like, aha, you're making funny jokes. And she's very clear. She's like, yeah, you'll make a great husband for me. And he's like, yeah, joke all you want. Wait, I unequipped all of Irving. Oh my god. I was wondering why Irvine wasn't doing anything.
But the question is, why?
I didn't mean to. I tried to switch the character and I thought it didn't switch the character. But it switched the junction. Which means Carbuncle hasn't been leveling up. Now, Carbuncle, not super useful so far. But I like him.
Carbuncle.
Yeah, well, Carbuncle is a recovery magic character. So if I go to GF, oh, at least Ifrit is level 40. Shiva's level 45? I've had Ifrit the longest, and somehow these two are... Oh no, I started with these two, I think. Look at how low level the brothers are. Also, Diablos is doing double the damage of Ifrit at half the level. But like, let's... Yeah, so once I finish this, Carbuncle will have butt tons of HP. Maybe I should... Yeah, I'll have you learning HPJ. Oh. I'm glad that's an equip thing and not just a thing that's always there. That cuts encounter rate in half. The brothers are neat, not very good. Mad Rush. We'll get that unlocked. Doom. I have the card command. The card command allows me to turn things into cards.
Okay.
I don't use it because I don't play the card game.
So you could just turn an enemy into a card.
Effectively, if I understand right.
Okay.
Oop-a-dope. I hate that worm thing. Oh, you missed the Pokemon Coliseum where I saw the most unsettling Pokemon image I think I've ever seen to date. Anorith has a mouth underneath it. And I had the unfortunate chance to see the mouth underneath it. I have been playing Pokemon Coliseum as well on the side. That's one of the things I've been doing on Wednesdays. Oh, Squall, no. That poison is murdering Squall. I was like, let's just go heal. Let's I don't know what level it recommends me being for this area. There's no like list that I have found. Okay, let's go to the janky looking inn. After I pick up Thunder. Because why wouldn't I pick up Thunder? It's there.
Yippity yap.
He's like, you think my wife would stop yelling if I lived here? It's like, I don't know, man. maybe you're the reason she's yelling.
Let's just say, no.
I love the little, like, sped up. It looks kind of like the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs cop running. Look at Squall running while things are sped up in just a second.
Yeah, and he goes, Flintlock Wood.
It doesn't look as funny from the side. I have to get Irving to at least level 30 to be sustainable. Which is funny, because that'll put Squall probably about like level 40. It is! It is the run. It's so threatening. Just bash it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Diddly 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 doo, diddly diddly doo doo doo.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't talking that much. I was fighting O'Neill.
Oh yeah. For some reason, commanders in Elden Ring are always a problem.
Yeah. Get that dumb one. Now then, we can talk about manga again.
I'm trying to think of the ones I've been reading. I've been reading Archery Streamer. That one's pretty good.
I saw that one. I just looked at the title of it, and I was like, do I really want to do this again? I already know what this manga is going to be about before I even read it.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Guy that was crippled picks up archery in VR, and he's good at it because he was already good at archery. It's like it's almost
like the other one about the exact same thing, pretty much.
You mean Please Have a Meal?
Well, there's another guy who's basically disabled. And
yeah. Oh, or you mean
that's the bad guy.
Arcane. So there's
yes,
Arcane Sniper.
Yes.
That one's really good. I really enjoyed that one.
I don't think I like that one that much.
He's
it's kind of
well. It's one of those that kind of slows down at points, and so if you're not super invested in the story, you're gonna
really boring.
Yeah, that's what if you're not super invested in the story, it's going to lose you. What's another one? Please Have a Meal is similar. A guy has an accident and now he can't taste or smell. He can't taste or smell, and so he makes food in VR.
Yeah, I was thinking about the one where there's like a really fat guy who like can't stop eating. It's like some medical condition, and so he goes into VR and eats food instead.
Or the what's it called? There's another one where what is it? Wow, remedies are expensive. And I didn't even buy any. Let's see if I can sell anything. What are wizard stones for? I think it's for crafting weapons.
It hurts how all of like the best manga manhwa are the ones that take 5 years to get anything done.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've been reading one where it's like a little girl who travels like with a slime because she got exiled from her, I guess, medieval village.
Yeah.
I don't know, not having a mom. But that one's really good, and it takes them like a month to have an update.
So do you want to know one that it took me multiple tries to read? It's called Eliseed. I think I've brought it up before.
I know what you're talking about.
It takes like 20 chapters to get into it, but once you've read those 20 chapters, shit goes hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of setup for that one.
I'm technically playing this game harder than I have to because you're supposed to be able to craft better weapons, and I missed out on one of the better weapon crafting things.
Missed out as in you can't go back to it, or?
I don't think I can go back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the first ones with a weapon crafting system. This was one of the first ones with a weapon crafting system instead of just buying a better weapon. You can also upgrade them. But I don't have the mats for that. Was he poisoned or not? I don't know. Hypothetically, if I wanted infinite money in this game, I'd just let the game run on its own. Oh, Irving's hit 1,000 HP. He can maybe take 1 hit from the T-Rex. What's another one that I've... What's another one that I've read? I'm trying to think.
I need to go back and read. I think it's Lebanon of the Gods.
Oh yeah, I keep meaning to go back and read it, and I never get around to it. Well, it's so good, but it's also one that...
But it takes a while.
Yeah. And when I don't have a whole lot of time for reading, it's like I want the quick to the point ones, right? And then I get pissed off when they run out of story.
And then there's nothing more to read, and then I'm mad, and it's actually over.
Oh, she didn't receive experience because she was turned to stone.
Oh, of course. Damn it.
I don't know what turned her to stone because I was looking through my manga list. What's another? I need to reread Dungeon Odyssey. That one's really funny.
I don't think I've read that one.
Dungeon Odyssey is like a thing where I don't know if it's a gate situation, but there are dungeons. Well, kind of. There was a war between like the underground and the above ground. And in that war, there are different factions underground and things, and they kidnapped a bunch of humans. And some humans were raised underground, and they're called, like, dungeon children. And they're always, like, weirdly powerful. And the main character is a dungeon child that hates going into dungeons. And then he becomes, like, the leader of a dungeon. It's the one with the cute little snake creatures that are like super dopey.
Again, I don't think I've read that one.
It's pretty good. I just need to reread it because the site I was reading it on didn't shut down, but has this issue where it reloads the page every so often and like resets to the home page.
I see it goes in progress.
And then I can never remember. I hate the long names, but Old Man from the Countryside Becomes a Sword Saint is really good. It's about a guy that teaches a bunch of people in the rural countryside how to use a sword, and then he comes into like the town, and they're like, how good could this old man be? And he's like terrifyingly good at swordplay. Like terrifyingly so. Like, there's a fight where the only way they can nerf him enough to make it seem like it's gonna be a issue is the fact that his sword is trash, and it gets completely annihilated during the fight, and he still kills the enemy.
Well, yeah. I think the unfortunate part about it is so many of these stories are unwilling to let their protagonists lose.
Well,
that's what really gets me.
It's not even like, for this one, it's another one of those people that's at like the end of their journey, starting on a journey again. So early on, you're never gonna really see them lose because they're fighting people in the middle of their journeys, at the end of their own. Did I remember to buy antidotes? I learned Doom and Mad Rush. I did get some antidotes, but I think it would just be better to use a 10.
Hey, Decaf NVIDIA, thank you for the word.
Oh, hello, Decaf.
I was doing your job for you.
Yeah, I was reading what steel pipe does.
It makes the funny sound.
I'm gonna teach it to the. Oh, they already know it. Okay. Okay. That's why I still have it. Everybody already has a steel pipe.
Okay, everyone just makes it sound. I see.
Now I want to take like an image of like all of the ones that I have and then just edit like a poorly cropped image of a lead pipe into it. What's another? I'm trying to remember another really good one that I read recently. There's, what's it called? It's something extra survival guide. Academy extra survival guide is really good.
No, I think I've been reading that.
It's the one where the guy isekais into like Act 1's villain. There's a few of them like that, and they're all really good. Where it's like, I'm Act 1's villain of the novel, and I don't want to die, so I'm gonna change the ending.
Sometimes you're just reincarnated into level 1 trash.
Yeah. I also really like the Lout of the Count's family. That one's really funny too.
It's good.
Oh, that was so good. The Greatest Estate developer is really good too. Did you know the Greatest Estate developer has a sequel?
No, I didn't.
It's called like The Medicine Selling Prince. And the only reason I call it a sequel is because it uses a bunch of the stuff from the Greatest Estate developer, but like 1,000 years in the future.
Years.
Sorry, someone came into the room.
It's an okay movie.
What?
The Room.
Oh. I'm gonna be part of a D&D campaign, that's like kind of a one-shot campaign, right? Where it's like the cube, and you start with no items or anything, and so I was like, you know what? I'm bringing Ragnarok model Fenrir. Ragnarok model Fenrir is a character of my own design. He's a Warforged Blood Hunter, Order of the Lycan, so he turns into a robotic werewolf. So I've realized the annoying but true thing about this. You don't get money from defeating things, right? So you have to run around for a bit. Oh, there it is. I just got, I think, 5,000 gold? Or 5,000 gil?
You get paid for walking.
You get paid out over time. Cause you're a member of Seed. It's a paycheck.
Oh, is that the school?
Yeah. Which is funny because the school is under attack right now. Oh, I missed the door. I like how you can enter a bunch of houses and they don't do anything. I remember in Final Fantasy 1 where you would rest at an inn and it would be like 500 gil and it wouldn't resurrect party members or anything like that, and you'd be like, oh no. Like, when I played the first Final Fantasy game, my black mage was super underleveled because he died in one of the first fights, and I couldn't afford to resurrect him.
Too poor.
Yeah. Quite so leveled. I leveled up. She's poison. Oh my lord. She's doing what's the exercise where you jump up and down?
Like jumping jacks?
No, like when you sit, yeah, burpees. Where you sit down and then jump up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a soft, so I can cure petrify twice. I love his dopey run animation.
Mm-hmm. Is this a PS2 game?
I don't know. It's an old game. Well, this is the remaster of the old one.
Oh, okay. So I haven't played that.
Look at his idol. He just kind of.
Yeah. Doesn't need to be that much.
Yeah. Also, did you notice his hair color is wrong on the overworld?
No, not really.
Look at his hair color now. See how it's kind of the gray brown? It's like a red brown on the overworld.
Oh, okay, I see my one here buffering on my end. That'll do it.
So weird. Did 2 people get poisoned? They did. What a shame. This stream has been us running in a circle.
It's the anime training arc. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
I mean, we can have a filler episode. It's okay. So I'm not sure when we're supposed to schedule a beach episode, but I don't know.
It'll happen at some point. It's a Japanese game.
Feeling after the next major arc.
End of disc 3. There's just a beach scene for no reason.
It's like the one.
Oh, I received a card.
Final Fantasy 15 characters, or no, 7 characters, not 15.
So close. And then we return to running in a circle. Welcome back. Oh, there's 2 of them. These guys have petrifying stare. Oh, that's fine. They used Blizzaga. I'm 99% sure that Squall resists ice, but that's fine. Bum 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 dun dun dun. That's another one I've been reading.
So can't wait for what? SFS / Suicide Hunter?
Yeah.
That come back?
It has. I've been reading. It's got like 2 chapters recently.
Oh, okay. I haven't checked them. I did not know.
What was the last thing you remember reading about?
Well, the end of the season.
Yeah, but was that like before the dating sim book or whatever?
No, I read the dating sim part.
Did you read all the way to the?
Right?
Well, it wasn't done yet. Well, so was it after? Was it before or after?
No, they got out of whatever arc it was. Right? He got married to the girl. Right?
Okay, yeah, that is the most recent. That came out like a few months ago.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're doing more stuff now. Cool.
That was a few months ago, yeah. Yeah, he got married and everybody's like, how did this happen? This progressed really fast. He's like, well, actually, it's been like 1,000 years for us, so.
I'm sure someone on like Reddit or something has done the math for it. I don't feel like looking.
We'll rest in an inn while we're here. Probably 15 more minutes. That's another one.
I'd have to actually go ahead and check my phone.
Returner's Magic Should Be Special is really good.
No, I think I have read that.
It's really good. Return of the Disaster Class Hero is pretty good.
The Disaster Class Hero.
Legend of...
I don't know. Some of those they just get too much. Or I already know what they're going to do before they even do it.
Legend of the Northern Blade is really good. Memoir of the God of War. What's another one? Hard carry support is pretty good.
Haven't read.
It's about people playing a game, It's not an isekai. They're just playing a VR game. Oh, she got poisoned. She sits in a really weird position when she's poisoned. Why do I have 12 new messages on Discord? Shoving it. Oh. Did you see the new redeem I had?
No.
5 minutes of the Kermit the Frog voice.
Why would I ever click that? Why would I ever click that?
Who knows?
For 5K.
Yeah.
You can be Kermit the Frog. Well, who am I to deny you your dreams? If not for me having no coin.
I'm tempted to add karaoke redeems and then add like a really expensive one that's Kermit the Frog karaoke. I could also add Shadow the Horgheg. I'm not awful at Shadow the Hedgehog, even though it's just kind of a raspy, edgy voice.
6 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's almost, Doctor, turn off my meme inhibitors. I can do a lot of the weird voices. One of them is just Ojama Lime.
It starts out as Kermit the Frog, and then it turns into Ojama Lime. I don't know why these are the same voice.
Just felt like Kermit to me.
Well, Kermit the Frog has kind of this roll to it that I do, but Ojama Lime's just kind of a little higher. He sounds a little more awkward, you know, since he's in an Ojama. I figured it fit because he's in a Ojama. Give me a second. Give me. Yeah, really, I know, really. I hate that the sniper uses a shotgun.
But yeah, because the voices are similar, I wasn't gonna put both of them on the thing.
Well, you're just gonna have to go the same path as everyone else and become a voice actor.
Working on a history teacher degree. Oh, nope, just become a voice actor.
Dog, no way you got the history degree.
I'm working on a history degree. Yep.
Oh, my condolences.
I like history.
Have fun with the masters.
Well, I'm getting, so my plan is bachelor's in history, master's in secondary education, then maybe go back for a master's in history.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Secondary education is where you want to be if you want to make any money out of teaching.
It sure is. And what, you're going to teach history in secondary education?
That's the
I mean, to be fair,
plan
that is
currently.
the one history degree job.
Well, no, there's lower level. There's like lower level teaching, like teaching the children.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but then you have to probably work in a public school. If you're lucky, you get into a private one.
Yeah.
But do you really want to go back to the public education system?
No. So if you're really lucky with a history degree, you become like a history analyst for like games and movies. Be like that one episode of Dinosaur King. Where Rex's dad has a fight with Steven Spielberg because he wants it to be all the dinos to be like fun colors, and Rex's dad is like, no. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm getting pretty close
Yeah? Cool.
to level 30, but I don't know if I'll it'll still be streaming tonight.
I mean, it can just be the filler episode, or like the training arc.
The training arc goes back in, still gets his ass kicked by the T-Rex. Gotta go grind some more.
No, you just need the power of friendship after that.
Yeah,
You gotta
so
be put down so you can be brought back up.
this is not the team for the power of friendship. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I'm like 90% sure Squall hates Irvine.
All I'm saying is, I think that the power of friendship would go kind of hard in the IRS. No, just think about it. Thought about it. Great.
Ooh, Irvine's got 1 level left, and Squall's got 2 levels to level 50. Squall can almost 1v1 the dinosaur. What bed do you think Renoa sleeps in this hotel room?
Hold on, it's delayed a little bit.
Which bed do you think?
While you're in the folders. I mean, there's 3 of them.
Yeah,
right?
which bed? Because I'm 90% sure Squall sleeps by the door.
Uh-huh. You sure he isn't Middle Matthew?
You think Squall? I mean, I guess because of the way that the party order is, Squall might be middle. I don't see Squall being a middle bunk person.
You don't know. Sometimes it really is the quietest among us.
Oh, ran into a bug. I'm gonna call you Robert. Your name is Robert. Renoa is almost level 40. Do you know there's gonna be another training episode when I get the other 3 back?
Of course. It's only fitting.
Oh. Getting pretty close. Oh, and the brothers learned something. Are they not useless anymore? Pog. I think everybody's above 2,000 HP now, so they can all tank one hit from a dinosaur.
Hooray.
Diablos leveled up. Watch, we go in to fight the dinosaur, and now Diablos one-shots it. Quetzalcoatl leveled up, and Irving's poisoned.
I cast unemployment.
What? On Irving?
Nothing. No, I'm just stupid.
He's almost got everything. Perfect.
Even unemployment?
Yeah. Same here. Ooh, he's getting close. He's a bit of the ways away. Raise HP by 80. What is the dark side command? You know what? I'm too curious. That's a better version of it. Oh!
Huh?
Let's get some Mad Rush in here and see how it
Okay.
do.
Oh hey. We're almost out of time.
Yeah. So he now has Mad Rush. Yeah, that just kind of makes him go crazy mode. Carbuncle leveled up. The Carbuncle ate itself. Okay, so Mad Rush does not stick around, but it's a good skill. Oh, perfect. We'll save it here.
Hey, and how far did we get them?
We got everybody's above level 30 now.
Hooray!
Hip
We
hip.
did it. We did it.
Hooray.
We did it. Yeah. We did it.
Stun at the end of everything. Among Us.
Well, that's that.
I just
Send it home.
I clicked credits. No, please. Let's find a new target.
Do a hit and run raid so quickly. They can't even respond. Or a main credit list.
I want the credits. No, you don't get the time shards. Written to you. She's drawing.
Hooray!
4.
The number 4. What?
It was like 4.